Money in the Bank is coming up soon, and that means all of us as wrestling fans get excited. Why? That's an early why, so we don't do the head slap. But the reason is because it's still one of those pay-per-views we all look forward to, and the concept of stipulation hasn't been watered down. Hell in a Cell can be ridiculous, Elimination Chamber seems to come and go, and while the Royal Rumble will always be a family favourite that's been going for so long, there's loads of stuff you can look at and go, ugh, the Royal Rumble. Money in the Bank doesn't really feel like that though, because aside from a few knocks, like last year's, and we'll get there, don't worry, we'll get there, it does make fans go, yeah, I want to watch, I want to see who's going to walk away with the briefcase. And when you do look at the field and try and decide who should win this year's men's Money in the Bank, well, for me, there's only one person in WWE you better do it. And that's why Finn Balor has to win Money in the Bank in 2018. Why? Here's why. Now, we've talked about Finn Balor here on the Y Series before, but that doesn't mean we can't do it again, and that's exactly what we're going to do, because right now, as these words come out of my mouth, to me, Finn Balor feels more lost on the Raw brand than he ever has done. He's got no program, he's got no feud, and we haven't even seen the Demon gimmick at the moment for about 8 months. Where'd the Demon go? Where did he go? One day he was there, and then poof, he was gone. This is ridiculous, because not only is Balor really good, but the fans love him. Now, do they love him as much as they once did a few months or a few years ago? No, they don't, but that's because he's floating at the moment. He doesn't have any direction, and he doesn't have any focus. There's been no reason to invest, and yeah, he had those IC title matches with Seth Rollins, and they were great. Did they go anywhere? No. Has Finn Balor been going anywhere? No. Hence why recently, he was thrown into a random tag team match on Raw, and who was his partner? Braun Strowman. And this is still really weird too, especially when we look at Braun. I mean, we could do a whole other video on this, but we won't, or maybe we will at some point. But even Braun Strowman, this guy who is super over and is improving week in, week out, doesn't seem to have any focus either. He too is just wandering through the abyss. What is going on? What is going on? But yeah, I don't think this position that Balor's currently in is going to be long term. Him and Braun aren't going to become some super tag team, so he's got nothing to do at the moment, which is why come June, we have to make sure that he does indeed get that briefcase and he walks away as Mr. Money in the Bank. Now, not only is this what he needs just to get his momentum going again, but when you actually do look at the other contestants in that match, I don't think any of them would take away as much as Finn Balor would. What he could achieve given the chance is so much more than someone like Braun Strowman, who doesn't need the briefcase because he's already Braun Strowman. And the likes of Kevin Owens, The Miz, Bobby Roode, it doesn't matter if you give them the briefcase. I have a feeling the WWE sees where their position is, and they're not really going to move up or down the card. And yeah, that feels the same for Balor as well, but I feel like he's got more upside at the moment, more potential, more excitement. And there are still question marks as to who is going to be those final two competitors in that match as we stand here today, but it's either going to be Big Cass or Samoa Joe, and one member of the New Day. Well, I can look at that whole field and once again go, no, give it to Finn Balor. There's even more truth to this, because if we go back to 2017 when Baron Corbin won it, that was a giant bust. We all know it, you knew it, it was a waste of time, and it was a waste of space. And in the year before that, in 2016, it was that awesome angle where Dean Ambrose won during Money in the Bank, and then he cashed it in and became the champ. Everything is in place for a good guy to win it, hold on to it for a long time, and in the process, pun intended, climb the ladder to actually make some waves within the WWE. There's no feud that will do this, no storyline, or at least not one that I can see. And if you do give this win and say to everybody, hey, maybe you want to watch this guy, he's so damn likable that as the weeks and days and months roll on, people are going to warm to him even more. Then imagine when he does eventually cash it in. He's a babyface, so he can name his opponent beforehand, and all of that would be wonderful. Aside from the worry that, yes, your three possible options, I would imagine, given the current lay of the land in WWE, are Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, or Brock Lesnar. So Finn would be screwed in that regard, but let's not worry about that too much, because we don't know, we can't predict the future, and if we were, I could say, well, maybe Finn Balor should win Money in the Bank in case aliens come down and kill everybody. If he doesn't, we don't know what's going to happen, so we ain't going to sweat it. The point is, Money in the Bank should be used much in the same way as the IC Championship was back in the day. You put it on someone and then try and build them support. Well, Balor already has that support outwardly, he just needs the support behind the scenes, and he needs to be put in some damn good places. You can take your time, you can let it settle in people's heads, and it's exactly what the man needs. So if that's what he needs, and you want to do something with him, why wouldn't you do this? What are you going to do? You put it back on Baron Corbin or Big Cass? No, you're not. Corbin ain't even in the match. And if not, just turn him heel, WWE. Just turn him heel. I've seen what he can do in New Japan, and he's really good, and we are not taking advantage of that. Finn Balor is power, and power is good. Imagine where we'd be today without power. Ain't got no electricity, that runs on power. Can't drive your car, fuel's kind of like power. Ipso facto, if we don't do what's right by Finn Balor, maybe power will die, and so will the world. Is that what you want, WWE? Do you want to put the wrong person in as Money in the Bank champ and then kill the world? I don't think you do. So the answer is Finn Balor. Mr. Money in the Bank 2018. I'm calling it right now. That's what I want. Finn, I'm behind you. I'm behind you. Let's tweet him. Let's sing it on Facebook. Let's go on Instagram and do some weird picture stuff, because that's what we do. But Finn Balor, man in the mat. Man of the mat, Money in the Bank. Yeah, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about all of this. Like, share, and subscribe. Then head over to whatculture.com. Read yourself some articles and follow What Culture on Twitter at WhatCultureWWE. My name is Simon from What Culture, and I will say this, a little treat for people who have waited till the end of the video. If we're not going to give it to Finn Balor, and there is going to be one member of the New Day that's going to go in, let's pull the trigger on a Big E push. I think we'd all get behind that. I think we all like Big E, so he's an instant fan favourite. And if he was allowed to be like quirky dude outside the ring, because I enjoyed that, and then serious man within it, I think there's potential there too. So yes, hand one is Finn Balor, but if that ain't no go, because Vince McMahon don't like him or whatever, Big E! And he's really big! WWE, you love big, push Big E, clues in the name.
So, thanks for watching. Please feel free to click on any of these things around my head, or something terrible might happen to the dog. Too sweet me, bro. Traitor. Traitor.